Okay. Back into the manor house we go. My manor house. Because last time, we got to the final room. We got to room 46. However, there are still many things that need to be done. Which is why I have a separate little tiny sheet of paper right here to write down all the loose ends, air quote, that we need to do. Which will come to me when I remember what those things are. For right now, though, we just keep going. I remember the one thing we need to do, and that is return to room 46. That is the first thing I know we need to do. Second thing is freezer. Melt. Freezer. That's way too many squiggles for a Z. And then pump / boiler room. I can tell that I'm a little off right now, which is great starting the puzzle game stream, because I literally just wrote room as ROM. Oh, we're starting off so well today. Oh, here's another one I just thought of, because we were just going to go out. Reach last classroom. There we go. Reach the last classroom, because we're just going to go back out here and see what we've got for an outbuilding. Let's see, tool shed, shrine, we'll go with the tool shed. Grab some, grab a shovel right off the bat. And a metal detector. That's pretty good. Oh, I just thought of some more things to add to the list. Okay, now we're getting back in it. It's been a week, but you know what? We're getting back in it. First, I need to go and get the last gas valve, and then also open grotto computer door. All of these things starting to come back. Okay, so that's that. This can be done later. We don't need to worry about that. Other outside stuff is definitely needed to be remembered, but for now, we are okay. So we've now got a metal detector and a shovel. Ooh. We've got our hefty allowance from the lab stuff. So let's just start going in. Spare room, sure. Just a nice blank room to start off with. Ooh, also, I did have a look, wrong button. I did have a look at what... Oh, we haven't even found it yet. I had a look at the achievements in the game now that I, beat 46 and I don't necessarily want to, need to be spoiled or anything like that. One of them is get room 8 into rank 8 and solve it, but we have yet to find room 8. So, actually, we've yet to find a couple rooms. Oh yeah, and I still haven't technically gone into there. Bedrooms are good, hallways are good, green rooms are there. We're missing a shop. Red rooms, additions, found floor plans, which means there's probably more. Out rooms. Okay, so we are missing a few blue rooms. Let's just do the guest room. Don't feel like puzzled right yet. Ooh! That's pretty good. We got the spare car keys. Yoink. Free penny. And then we don't have to go through this way anymore. Is that a... Okay, just looking at that. I thought I saw something. Pantry! Grab some money, eat a banana. And yeah, we'll do the hallway, sure. Remember not to overspam them. We should be good. Keep an eye on the paintings as well. Let's go chapel. We're gonna lose a little bit of money. Ooh, I see that. Rare find in the chapel. Alright, what have we got here? Kitchen, storeroom, bedroom. Let's do storeroom. We'll, yoink, lose a penny going through it. But that is okay right now. Den. We'll take the den. A gem is always lovely. Boat bird. Ooh, this is... We might be okay with that. Of course. We're gonna do the garage. We've got the car keys, after all. So let's unlock that and get ourselves a pretty decent upgrade. Ooh, secret garden. And the lockpicks. Well, the fact that we have the secret garden key will give us a pretty decent... way to get into the antechamber. Also, I'm looking at this. This is face. Well, this is a face or a card, and this is car, but what would it be? Face something. Because this is double meaning. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a power thing here. Why is there a power thing here? I'm gonna... Power... Garage... How do we spell garage? That's how we spell garage. Power garage with the boiler. Which we can use the aquarium for, but boiler is just going to be a quicker reminder for me. Let's see. Hallway again. Or the bedroom. I kind of want to connect. Here so I can cut through and not need to go through all of that. So that's now open. We have the cloister. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll do the hallway. Get ourselves an extra item. Lucky Rabbit's foot. A dice. And is that a silver key? I see. It's road and rod. Everything seems to be okay for now. Prayer and prior. Pry. Alright, what needs to go here? Not the parlor. I guess it's gonna have to be the kitchen. We do have the room for it. We can turn the water on. Oop, there's a piece of money. Alright, what do we got? Bacon and eggs to add the morning room, a club sandwich, or a banana. You know what? I'm going to take the club sandwich because I don't need the morning room. Maybe we'll grab it after or later. Secret passage would get us something specific, but... You know what? I'm going to re-roll it this early. Ooh, commissary, library, or the Nook. I'll take the library. Oh, and we've got ourselves a magnifying glass. That's not bad. Is that a thing right there? Yes, it is. That was the thing we had previously. Alright, uncommon room. We have the bookshop, which isn't half bad. Great hall, or the servants' quarters. I'm okay. You know what? I'm okay. Ooh. We have 7 coins. We need an 8 minimum at least to grab a new book. Oh, ooh, right, and I can't exit right now. No, we'll do the grand hallway. That's fine. Did I get a new book? That's not new, is it? Yes, it is new. Is that new? Pump systems? No, that's not new. But I guess I clicked it and I can't unclick it. Hey. Ooh. Alright, well, luckily we have a lockpick. So we can just open things up. Ooh, we're getting lucky on our openings. Nothing there. Nothing there. And we got this one, though. We'll go... do we want the reading nook or the hallway? Hallway has a good branch, but you know what? I'm going to pick the reading nook. There's some beeping going on in this room. We'll have to figure out where that all goes. Yeah, East Wing. Ooh, I'm gonna readjust myself in my chair. Yeah, it's out still in there. Alright, down we go. Dead end room, come to me. Utility closet. Ooh, the kennel. Well, we do have the shovel. No, we have the shovel, so if we get the kennel, we can A, dig. Ooh. Deposit key. Do that. Pet the doggy. Yes, we can pet the doggy that has seen a million horrors. No, that's the dog that seen a million horrors. All the others are fine. Right. Dig this up. I got another key. Alright, so if we now find a room with a digging spot, the doors will unlock automatically. Which I really like. Actually, now that I'm getting a little bit further in, C-A... Oop, no, that's caps lock. It'd be C-A in these two rooms. Okay, that's different. That's further away. We're fine. We're fine at the moment. Alright, what do we got here? Commissary. Bedroom, parlor. Well, might as well do the parlor. We need the gems. Grab the wind-up key. Alright, Brain. Let's get into it. The gems are in the box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. Okay. It's gonna be the white box. That one seems a little a little simple, and because it was, yeah. If it's in the, again, it only can be in one box, and therefore, if we eliminate the other stuff, we open up a wide world of it could be any box. But this is the only box that has been specifically singled out. Anything there? P. Alright, back into here. We've got quite the amount of keys. I don't know if that's gonna... No, it won't. That's gonna lead me to its own little separate room, which has nothing in it. Fuck me. Fine, though. We are opening up things anyway. Money. More pieces of money. And the antechamber is now open. Ah, and that's a good thing to see. Note that we do need to go into the foundation. Alright, this might give us a key or something. It does! Lock clock. Okay, back into the nook. The reading nook. Oh, and you know what? Fuck it. Open the trunk up. Do we get another key? No, but we get a shit ton of gems. Ooh, we're gonna want to save those. Let's see here. Library, corridor, hallway. We'll do corridor, because none of that is actually in a good position for us. Security is the only thing we can do in order to not box ourselves in. And then we'll just flip the switch here. Any inventory? Ooh, one. Yes, we know the one trunk. We missed that. Keycard system. System settings. Hi. Confirm. And locked. Unlocked. Because I know that if we run... We know this trick already. If we run into the breaker box one more time, or another time, we can open that up. Oh, the boiler room. Actually in a really good position. I'll take it. I will take it. Activate you. Ooh, there might be some locked doors down here. Or some holes to dig. And that will unlock doors. Hole, hole, hole! Well, it's an old shoe, but it'll still unlock stuff. Okay, then... Red box in boiler room. There we go. Love to see that. Add it to the list. Oh, we still have like 63 more steps here. Alright, boiler room is open. Therefore, I would like to send the power off into that direction, please. And we'll see where it takes us. The archives, the coat check, or the boudoir? Oh, that's the wrong way. Fuck. I wanted to go left, not right. Shit, it's gonna have to be the boudoir then. Damn it. I misdid that. Alright, we'll go to the boudoir again. You know what? We'll go to the boudoir now. Just so that we can maybe get connected to the foundation. Check everything around just to make sure. Alright, special key. I would like to use the silver key here. Connect some things. Drafting room. Ooh, or the mechanarium. How many gears do I have here? I don't have many, so actually that wouldn't work. Drawing room, please. Okay, it's over here. Ah, here we are. Pennies on the floor. Alright, and that gets us to the foundation, which is good. That opens up all of that. We'll want the drawing room here. Hall, closet. I'm gonna redraw. Billiards, bedroom. I'm gonna choose bedroom. Nothing around here. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Now, thought I saw a key. It's just a wire. Oh, fuck. Nope. Wrong door. Alright. Let's try and get ourselves into something. The dark room, the freezer, or the patio. Well, it has to be the dark room, unfortunately. And we don't have the breaker box. So we're gonna have to go in blind with whatever this next step is. But once we do, it's the laundry room. Shit. Alright, well, hold a second here. Swap steps for gems. All your remaining stars gets turned into allowance. Which now I know permanent means permanent. Turn my dice into keys. I mean, the star treatment of getting... Honestly, at this point, I'm okay with that. Converting all of my dice, or all of my stars. Oh, it just did that. I'm still happy with that. That I'm okay with. Spin cycle of swapping money with gems. That might actually be what we do here. Spend that. I'm kind of okay with that. Getting ourselves an extra gem. Ooh, hello. Rain grain. Alright. Well, shit. That's why going in blind with the boiler situation, and I did that wrong. Alright, so boiler's now off the table. Out to the drawing room. To the foundation. We've got this, and an easy access to whatever we decide. Yay, gold coin. That's going to unlock things down here. Dig, dig, dig. Anything else around? No, we're good. Now, if everything's saved, and I believe it probably did, we won't need to worry about rotating the thing in the corner. Oh, and all this saved. Yep, okay. That's true as well. Gonna run around real quick to see if my metal detector goes off. Because you never know. Could indicate something back here. No. No, it doesn't. Alright. Secret. Basement door. Write that on the list of things we need to unlock. Looking around. Again, I'm looking around and I'm being super paranoid about what could be like a switch or something. But for now, we're not going to worry about it. Alright, that. And that. Let's think. What is this called? Was reservoir. How do... oh, there it is. That's also not... Oh, well. Res-E... oh, wow, I really misspelled it. I was S-E... R-E-S-I-V. Reservoir... hole... for... boat? Because I don't know if I can then control the boat and go in there. It's a question. Alright, let me just do this. Let me just peek my head out here. Yep, nope, that's where it should be. Through the underpass. Push the door open. Why is it a spiral? It doesn't have to be. It could have just been a long corridor. Alright, open anything's there. Nope. Alright. Open that up. All good. Now we just run back and continue in the main room, or the main house. Is there anything I need to do down here? No, we've done that. We've done that. No, there really isn't anything. There's nothing I can do up there. So the rotatey bit there is now no longer needed to be used. It's just down here that needs there we go. That needs to get redone with the pump room. Move my legs around. yet again. Okay. So, off the foundation we go then. This can probably be a dead end, but we'll see. We have a dining hall and a hallway. We'll just do the dining room. Hey, we got a lunchbox. Staff prepared lunchbox. When you reach rank 5 today, gain 10 steps. Well, we've already done that, so we'll take 10 steps. Did that count? No, that didn't count. Yoink! And we've yet to do that. Alright, door please. Ooh, the electric eel room. Terrace. Or the bunk room. Oh, this is actually tricky because I don't really want this room here. Also, I want to open the vault. So you know what? We're going to do the terrace instead. Grab a banana. That should be good. Alright, so note to self. Return to the dining room. Thought we didn't need to do that. Lose 2 steps anytime we go through here. Commissary. I guess I'll take the gym and we'll just go around. Oh, especially because that's a keycard door and we don't need that. So, up here. Oh, you know what? I should have tried. Oh, wait, no. If I do that... Wait a minute. Fuck it. Nope, doesn't fit. Alright, unlock, please. I was gonna say, I should have tried going through there for... Oh, shit. We'll do study. I should have tried the door with the key. With the green room. And all of that. Alright, grab myself an apple. There's a buzz coming from the computer. I gotta move the mouse wire for it. Okay, there we go. Grace, please don't buzz. I hate it when you make noises and I think I'm getting paranoid. See, this is what... 44 letters. That's not going to be how long the code is, right? I doubt it. Anyway, the only way we can go is the gym now. Ugh, we're going to have to play very safe. But I can spend gems to re-roll the room, so if we don't get anything, we'll have a back... Oh, fuck. No, we fucked it. We can't go further. There's no way to do it? No, there isn't. Shoot. No, that doesn't mean I can't go in. Damn, and I had the option to get the key card, too. That's a gosh darn shame right there. Oh well. Call it a day. We'll start again fresh. Sizable manor. Day 39 in the Big Brother house. That's not the accent you should have been going with. What the hell was that? I don't know. In the Big Brother. In the Big Brother. No, that's not it. Bird. Alright, what kind of day are we having? Shrine, root cellar, trading post. We'll do root cellar. Why not? I'm not going to go in there right now. Not unless we get ourselves a shovel, although there could be a shovel in there, so let's hold off a second. Fuck it. I mean, I don't remember if there actually is a shovel in here. Ooh, potato. I can't eat a raw potato. I eat a raw turnip. Just checking for secrets. There could be a hidden switch of some kind that I missed. I doubt it, but could be. Could be a hidden gas valve I missed. That's more likely. Alright, off we go. We got ourselves an 11 coin allowance. And speaking of more money, we now have 15 bucks. Commissary. Ooh, we have no gems for that. So we'll go hallway. Coat check, storeroom. We'll do reading nook to a dead end of some kind. Check there, grab a key. 2 free rooms are still better. 2 free items is still better than nothing. Yoink, and a gem in my pocket is, oh, probably as good as it's gonna get right now. More dice and some money. That ain't half bad. Alright, bunk room, hallway, spare room. We'll go spare room. Yeah, let's go observatory. Get ourselves a star. And then, if I'm correct, this is going to be a mix of... Oh, no. Oh, no, it's day 11 star. 5 gems is still 5 gems. I'm happy with that. Alright, so what do we need here? We need to redraw. That's what we need. Into the drawing room. Alright, so now we have a little bit of a shortcut to the hallway, but we have to be very careful. I mean, we don't have to be very careful. The fact that we have the vault there, we've never gotten the vault, but that means our day is done if we go in there. And I don't have a deposit box key, but I don't care. We have no shop anyway. Is that the date? That might be the date. That would be a good indicator of what the date is. Alright, so what have we got in the vault? Well, that's been raided from a tomb. Well, we are British, I believe. Yep, and so many safety deposit box keys. Or at least ones that could indeed be openable. Alright, so there wasn't any special thing. So the vault is only really useful if we have a safety deposit box key. Or if we need a shit ton of money. But good to know. We've finally been in the vault. Where does it go? There it is. Okay. Well, that means dead end. Call it a day. Very short. But new room is new room. Snug little cottage with a giant-ass vault in it. Items found. One new room. New room still good. Day 40. And off to an adventure we go. Yeah, that vault's gonna be more useful if we had a shop of some kind. Or indeed the laundromat to convert all that money into something. We'll see. Shrine, tool shed. We'll go tool shed. What have we got? We've got the metal detector. And we've got the lockpick kit. That ain't bad. Get a bunch of money and keys, and then forego using those keys, potentially. Onward we trek. We'll go straight this time. Bedroom, parlor, storage room. Sure, why not? Yoink. Broad bridge. Alright. Doesn't really matter which way we go now. Corridor, reading nook. Yeah, we'll do reading nook to library to whatever is next. Oh. Aha! A sneaky hidden key. Oh, no. Never mind. Can't do that. We'll go for the den, though. Extra gems and extra gem. Ooh, commissary. Well, we're not going for perfect. So might as well grab the commissary while we're here. Let's see. Sledgehammer and shovel with a compass. Well, I'm going to take the shovel first. And you know what? It's pretty early. A salt shaker wouldn't be the worst. Man, if I knew that there, I would have gotten the sledgehammer. Well, we can come back. Especially because the pantry's right here. Apple. Oop, nope. There we go. An extra step. That's 7. We just need one more to grab the sledge. Kitchen, parlor, corridor. I'm okay getting this as a dead end. Yoink, wind up key. Nothing? Nope. Thought I saw something. Okay. The gems are in this box. The statement is of... Okay, this statement is of no help to... fuck me in my reading. This statement is of no help at all. I mean, that could potentially be true. The gems are in the blue box. Okay. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in this box. This statement is of no help at all. I mean... Okay, I think that one's just a comedy one there. That was... Bravo. That one actually almost made me question myself. Actually, fair point. I can just grab a compass right now, can't I? I could. Am I going to come back here? No, I think the sledgehammer is a bit more useful than the compass. If we get another coin, we'll definitely come back. Locksmith, spare room, bedroom! Let's not get ourselves into a corner. Courtyard. Corridor. Get ourselves just out of the corner here. Security, guest, hall. Security. As always, set the security. Oh, actually, inventory. Nope. And then that. And then back. And exit. Alright, so now we do kind of want the thing. We do want the breaker box. West Hall. Yeah, we'll do West Hall. Sure. Go down one. Drawing room. Chapel. I don't want the drawing room. We'll grab the chapel. And early days. Didn't think we'd get anything, so that's fine. Ooh, actually, I see that. Nursery, boudoir, or... You know what? Let's grab the nursery. Grab ourselves a gem. That's not bad. Alright, cost us 2 gems. However, pick up a few gems on our... a few coins on our way out. See, that's where the drawing room is probably going to be the best. Although I did see the closet there, which also would have been pretty good. I'm fine wasting a few steps to grab a sledgehammer. You can hear my heart beat. Now it would hit you like a sledgehammer. And, note to self, we only need 6 coins to buy out the entire commissary and get an achievement. So we are absolutely doing that. This way? Yes, this way. Alright, let's try for... Whoop, yeah. Boudoir, spare room, or hallway. I'm going to pick the hallway because that'll give us a good go-between for the... What's the word I'm thinking of? Security, so that we don't have to worry about this end. Do we go to the garage? No, and the closet. Now, I was kind of thinking the... Oh, perfect. I was kind of thinking the gym, but... Alright, well, that's there. Gym also off. Garage on. And, oh, right. There's a new thing to add to the list. VAC. Question mark? What even is it? Alright. Through here, through that. So now if we find any security doors, we don't need to worry about it. The pool. Pretty good check right there. I'm okay with the pool. Got a dead end. Sure, we'll do the closet. It's a dead end anyway. Got a dice. And another gem. Alright, where are we going? Do we want the courtyard, bunk room? I mean, other than the courtyard, no, I'm gonna redraw that. Roll it. Pump room is not the best of choices. The only thing we can do is conference here. But we do have the pool room in play. Oh, we do have the pump room in play. Secret passage would actually get us a dead... Well, no, I don't know if it'd get us a dead end. Oh, spare room. You know what? Perfect. Get us to here real quick. Ah, okay, that can open. But let's go over here first. Coat check, terrace. No, we'll pick the terrace. Future green rooms we don't have to worry about. Oh, I do have a shovel! Why did I think I not have a shovel? I'll take a gem, though. Alright. Getting a little low on the steps. I got a shoe. Nothing in there. And a turnip with some salt on it now. Alright, I'm going to hold off on going into there just yet. Oh, there's the pump room. Yeah, we're going to hold off on going into the basement just now. Okay, reservoir, fountains. I need to drain a whole bunch of water out of the system in order to get multiple things to work here. But the fountain doesn't really need, well, I mean, for the reservoir to actually work alongside, because I need the boat. Alright, what can I throw in here? I need the reservoir to get filled up. Reservoir is this pump. Therefore, we're just gonna do what we can. I also want to drain the pool, because I feel like there's something in the pool room that happens if I drain it. Just drain that to its finality there, and we'll figure out the rest later. Passage, furnace, boudoir. Passage. Not only because it's connected with the pump stuff, it will give me quite the chance to get me some stuff. Right. Kennel's not the worst because I have a shovel. Yes, hello, good boy. Pet up doggy. Yes, good boy. Anything there? Nope. Anything here? No. What do we got? So we've got East Hall, guest room, bunk. I do have the nursery, so you know what? Bunk. Get ourselves double. And you're still alive. Ooh, that's a nice window for it back here. Very cool. Alright, back to the passageway then. This next one's actually going to matter quite a bit. Fuck you! Alright, hallway. I was out of a gem. Alright, I need to find a gem before we try that last. Is it there? Yeah, there it is. Alright, we got a little bit of a dead-end area going on. Locker room, weight room, gym. We've turned the gym off, so we're actually okay to walk in here. Sometimes there's stuff, we're okay. Music room, locksmith, dining hall. We'll take the steps. Ding, ding. Ooh. First off, we'll take the lunchbox. And we'll eat this delicious pizza. We're not going to be pulling the furnace anytime soon, so that's fine. Oh, yes, give me all those steps. Alright, where is... Oh, it was the lunchbox. Good to know. Alright, mail room, library. Ooh, library or the mail room. I'm going to go library. And I'm pretty sure I did get this before. Yeah, I've already done this. This one I've already opened, so that's fine. Oh, I'll take a key. Alright, we can go for a straight room. Ooh, gallery. How much stuff do I have? Quite a bit. You know what? Workshop. Maybe add some things together. I mean, I'll take that. Alright, and then that's going to be there. Right. Detector shovel. Alright, hold off on that for a second. Locks, pick sound amplifier? Oh, that's probably telling me, like, hey, it's how to pick easier. Ooh, actually, you know what? We might want that one. Fuck it. Put it together. Tick, 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 tick. Alright, what do we got? This is a pick sound amplifier. Greater chance of picking high security locks. Ooh. Broken lever. Yeah, and I know I need a battery for that, whatever it's gonna be. Alright, so we now don't have the metal detector, but if we run into a locked door, we have a better chance of pulling it. Alright, getting it open. No, in fact, fuck you! Observatory, furnace, dark room. It's gonna be the dark room. It's not terribly far. It's not terribly far. Alright, first let's try this. Locker, archives, weight room. Archives. For safety reasons. But anyway, we're gonna turn back on the power for the dark room. Nothing got spread. Go straight on. Yeah, I have a feeling. So I have a feeling that opens up if the pool gets completely lowered. I could be very wrong, but it looks like I wouldn't be. Alright. Back over to here. Dark room gets turned back on. Back on. Back on. So now we can go in there with peace of mind. However, now we have a blanked... whatever the hell. I don't even have a way to get into the antechamber today, do I? Not yet. I was thinking to myself, oh, if we pull the gym, no, we're not fucked, but wouldn't be great. Table, alright. Anything here? We don't have the magnifying glass, do we? No. But we do have a gem. Observatory, furnace, floor plan. This might dead end me here. No, it's not going to. And it's going to get me another gem. Okay, because I didn't want to accidental the boiler room there. Okay. So much for this having a greater chance of opening doors. Alright, what do we got? We got this room. There we go. Furnace. I mean, it could be the boiler room. No, it is the lab. But I'll take the lab. Set up an experiment. Each time you eat an apple, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, or whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Key for every 2 hallways in your house. Set your dice to 2. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Yeah, we'll do that, because we have a sledgehammer still. Set your dice to 2. Ooh, set your dice to 2 or gain keys. I'm gonna say set my dice to 2. That way, at least I can redraw some maps. I hope. That again, we have to run into a box, first and foremost. Beep, bop, boop. Okay. Secret passage. Now it's gonna have to be you. Mystery room. Holy shit, we did it! Alright, well, first and foremost. Shovel. Any shovel spots? Shovel. Shovel. Old tin can. Alright, we have connectivity. Let's get this sucker powered. That doesn't need to be opened again. Activate. Yeah, and going that way will get us the pump room. Okay, okay. Alright, so this can be, in fact, dead end. Whatever we choose. Mailroom or freezer? I'm gonna pick the freezer. Don't think it's warm enough to... Yeah, no, it's not warm enough. But it freezes my money to give me at least... 6 coins to start off tomorrow. So I'm okay with that. Alright, archives through and through. Pump room... no, this. And to the pump room. Alright, tank 1, fill, drain. Beautiful. Ooh, can I go a little bit higher? I think I can pull it a little bit more. Lovely. Okay, 1 extra thing there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, we've got less water in the system. This doesn't... I don't care what happens with you anymore. Okay. Now it's time to drain some things. first and foremost, because we have it, we're gonna drain the pool. And we have the steps. Oh yeah, we were only just a couple rooms away. We're gonna drain the pool and see what happens. Where's the pool? You're at the end. You go. So... Boop. Ah, there. Okay. Come on. Grab the switch. Chug, 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 chug. Alright, that goes there. That's there. More water from that. Because I know the aquarium, the kitchen, and especially the greenhouse needs to have their water. The reservoir, I don't know where the level goes there, but now that there's enough water missing from the system, we can play around with that. Same with the fountain. But once we get the pool... So we have this thing fully drained. Then we can see if it does anything, for starters. Oof. Readjust myself into my chair. In, down you go. Okay. Through the foundation we go, because that's all there. Through here. Upsy-daisy with you. Didn't spread anything out into the house. That's fine. Ooh. Not what I thought we would find. Oh, fuck the freezer. Alright, note to self. Well, it's not really a note to self. Let me actually think here, because if we keep this like so... anytime we draw the pool, we'll have a bunch of money. So leaving that like that wouldn't be the worst. However, the reservoir and the fountain... How many steps was it going to take me to move around here? Getting back to the main hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10 to get out. One. At least 10. And I think the reservoir needs to be a couple down. In order for me to get the boat. Here's a question, because I could theoretically shortcut myself from outside the entrance hall and the fountain to the foundation if the security card thing in the basement is off currently. It's a non-possibility. This point, okay, we know that 4 is too much. Fill the pool back up. Four is too much. We can do a weird mathy thing here. I don't. Was 4 too much? I think I just need to add 1 more to this, and we'll be okay. But I don't know. Oh, I want to get this in 1 as well. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out the front because we do know that the fountain is in fact. Currently fully drained. So that way, we can at least go and check the boat. And if we don't have the right setup, we can go back in. And adjust it, because it only takes us about 10 steps. We just have to be a little careful about the excess stuff we do. Okay. Yeah, okay. This definitely needs to be up like 1 or 2 in order for me to get the boat. I'm gonna say 2. So that means what? What does that mean? Oh, don't go on the wrong door. Bedroom. This is a beaker puzzle as well. I realized as we were doing the pump room a while ago, this is a beaker puzzle. And those can be tricky. Those can be very tricky. So I need to raise the water at least by 2 here, which means I need to get 2 amounts of water separated somewhere. Which I think I can do. So I'm not going to do that. So we're shooting for that. The fountain, though, does need to be... I want to say it needs to be empty, but I don't know that for sure. It could have, like, a pip in it. Because I was very much wrong about where the water table was here. Okay, well, I already know how to get my 2. So kitchen goes into this. Okay, but we're not doing that yet. does this go? That goes into the greenhouse. I need to shift. A chunk of water here. Once I have my 2, I'll be okay. Right, if I can just empty this. Yeah. Okay, we'll start from proverbial 0. We'll start from proverbial 0. So, first, I want to drain this. Is not where that is. Where is it? It's the 4th one. This one. Drain the kitchen. And then, from that, the greenhouse. This needs water in it. I keep thinking I can swap tanks, but I don't think that's possible. So that means we're gonna want to pull you. Here. So that gives us 1. Well, this is gonna take a while, I can already tell. Okay, how do I get... This either goes into the reservoir or here. Pull that from there. Okay. And then where is the greenhouse one goes into there? Oh, I know what to do here. We then swap this. We take 2. Leaving us with 2. Into that. You know what, I'm gonna have to... Ooh. Don't want to accidental some of these. So let's set them all to neutral. Okay. How do I get 1? Greenhouse is this tube. Would get us into that. I need to put this potential 2 here, or this into there. Okay, well, first off, okay, turn this on. This gets swapped, and that gets there. So there's my 2. There we go. Okay. Turn this off. Excellent. So don't touch that. Then we drain the fountain fully and put it back into the other 2. So hopefully this 2 will get us the boat. Now, I do wonder if I need an oar of some kind, but we'll get to that bridge when we get to that bridge. You know, it's Okay, so yeah, swap that. Some more drainage. This one and this one. Oh yeah, since the water's going, I can't fiddle with it. Alright. That's going into the kitchen. The greenhouse, I mean. So we're good there. You go to that. And I want to at least put some water into the kitchen. And that should... That should be good. Alright, let's neutral this up just for safekeepings. Neutral all of that. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Okay. So that's... A. Swap that to a 1. So I could theoretically put 1 into the reservoir now. So we're either going to need to add 1 or minus 1 to this. But we know. So let's hopefully get ourselves with enough steps. It's a good thing I bought that salt shaker, huh? Let's see. That. Turn this way. All the way down to the free steps. There. Out the door. Alright, 15 to play with. Alright, again, I don't know if this needs to be up. With the water level being right there, I think it needs to be fully drained. So I'd love to see what this looks like with the fountain like that. With the door open. It needs 1 more. It needs the 1 more. But we have it set up. We have it set up. So you know what? All we need to do is, fingers crossed, get back to the pump room. And do it. Because then, next day, we can just walk in and we'll be fine. This might get us right down to 1 or 0. I don't know. Because it takes like 12 back and 12 one way and the other. 6, 5, 4, 3 steps left. Okay. So that's into this tank. We are then going to pull into the reservoir. We'll see if that works. Alright, is there anything else that we want to do here? Because once I get this... Alright, let's pull a little water out of the pool. We can't do that because this one's now full and I'll have to play around with stuff. And I don't feel confident about doing that. So you know what? That's going to be it for today. Call it the day. But the fountain and the reservoir should be set up. Clockwork Manor. Lovely stuff. Tick, tick, tick. 155 steps. Stretch. Oh, a bunch of mechanical rooms. Day 41 in the Big Brother house. Alright. Onward we go. All the way down to the bottom. Door is now... Oh, I'm so glad that that stays unlocked. Alright. The boat. Oh, and we have a free oar. We can do it. Oh. Okay, we have no control over this. Excellent. So now, brown cow, the thing we need to think about, twofold, is getting the water level in the reservoir all the way down to 0. Also, it's for pump boiler room. We can cross that off the list of loose ends. Yay. So... Power garage, where's the reservoir? Reservoir hole at VAC, and then we need reservoir fully drained. Reservoir fully drained, and then whatever that is, because I don't know if that can be taken, I don't know, to what we want. Oh. I'm just thinking to myself right now, I can't fuck around with that until I... No, can I? No, I can't fuck around with that because I can't go out the foundation. This is like that, and I can't go through that. That's like this. And I can't go up until I have the key card. Yoink. Yeah, and I can't do this unless I have a key card. There, nothing around there. Shoot. Well, you know what? Fingers crossed we get the, wrong way. Fingers crossed we get the coat check. And we can indeed... pull that. Can I skip? No, I cannot. anything in there? Hard to say. But we know what the level of the reservoir is. We know that we can do certain things. It's not impossible. We'll leave the pump room alone for now. Oh, fuck. Waste a step going in when I wanted to do the outbuilding here. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Schoolhouse. Hovel. We'll go schoolhouse. Let's try and get a few steps there. Do I see an apple or anything on the table? No. Alright. It'll be a short schoolhouse run, because I don't know how many gems we're going to grab. But it's something. And yoink. 17 bucks in my pocket. Guest room, bedroom, storeroom. Key and a much needed gem. Alright, so our furthest one is 3? There we go. I believe. Den. So if we can get past 3, we'll be golden. Grade 1 there. Let's see what we got. This one, kitchen, library. We'll grab a library. Into that spot. We'll go back here. Another classroom. Yeah, we'll grab the other classroom here. Grab myself a free apple. Yay. Yeah, this is prayer and pry. That's grade 1. Let's go to the library first. Rotunda, mech room. It's not going to take me anywhere, but I'll take the mech room only because I thought it would do something, but no, it's very much no doors. Alright, yeah, no, that's an interesting one. I didn't want the gym, obvious reasons. Yoink. Nom, nom, nom. Couple extra steps. Alright, we need the gems. There's this. Now let's do spare room. I don't want to necessarily corner myself just yet without any re-rolls. Unfortunately, we have indeed cornered ourselves. Shoot. No. Damn. Well, we've got, you know, the guaranteed knowing of the reservoir. Drafting house. Architect's cottage. One new room. One new room? Oh, mechanism room. Onward we go. Outbuilding first. We have Shelter, Root Cellar, Tomb. Been a while since I've been in the Tomb. I don't necessarily have the solution to the Tomb, however. So you know what? We're just gonna go Root Cellar. Why not? Check to see if there's a shovel. There really never is. Over the creek. Back into the house. Grabbing my allowance. And off we go to the den. Grabbing a gem. Pantry, sure, why not? Apple steps. Did I grab the money? I did grab the money. Do I want the spare room or guest room right now? You know what? We'll do spare room. Why not? Veranda, bedroom, or the nook? Ooh. Good thing I checked that. Coupon book. Everything is 1%, 1 coin less expensive. Library. Nothing on the table. Nothing on the table. Ooh. Bookshop, secret passage, or gallery. Well, I got 15 bucks in my pocket, so might as well try buying a book here. Drafting 4. Oh yeah, because it's less. Alright, 2 new books to add to the collection. Oh, they're not here. They'll be back next time. Okay, that's fine. So now I need a minimum of 20 before going into the bookshop again. Fuck it. We'll dead end this room and we'll be fine. Yeah, see, dead end, parlor room. Grab some gems. What do we got? Eventually, by the way, I will hit 40 in this. Because I know there's also achievement for getting all, 40 parlor rooms correct. Or doing 40 parlor games. This box is empty. This box is empty. The puzzle is harder than it seems. Okay, now they're just taking the... Now they're just being funny with it. I'm all for that. I'm all for them being jokey with that. Ooh, we don't... Oh, yeah, we don't have a shovel. Not yet. There, to the den. This can potentially be a dead end, but we're fine. Coat check. I'm gonna grab the coat check, absolutely, because I just remembered. I'm gonna take my key card. I'm gonna take that key card and use it right away. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Get that boat on the other side. Fuck. What will this do? No idea. Absolutely none. Is this a good idea? Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm just realizing. Even if we do open the tomb puzzle, We don't need to unlock... We don't need the shortcut here. Well, shortcut, air quoting that. We don't need it, the boat, anymore. We won't need the fountain to be drained. We won't need the tomb once we get it. All we really need is the foundation in order to get into the basement and everything. So we don't need the boat on this side. Ooh. And if, yeah, we fully drain the reservoir, that's also not going to really matter. And again, we'll see if that does anything with the steps and all that. And the hole that's over there. So now... Well, okay, granted, this could reset when I have a new day. It could. Keycard, please. Press the elevator button. Shortcut. Well, as short as it could be. There needs to be some kind of barrier right there. Thing one we need to do around this house. Set up less OSHA violations, because there are quite a few. But hey, I also have a keycard. Fuck it. Pool, guest room, storeroom, storage room it is. And a gem. Alright, so now I want to start trying to connect this to the bottom here. Boudoir. Oh yeah, we're going to pick the boudoir. Another gem for safety. Anything else around? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to use the key over here. Well, have to, want to. We'll get another key. We'll hopefully get another key. Commissary, no. Chapel, ooh, no, actually, all of that is bad. So if I don't get a key here, we're a little fucked. Patio, gym, spread gems. Let's do the observatory. I don't think I'll get a key. Well, we'll see what happens here. Dead-end rooms are more common. A little on the nose there, because I have indeed dead-ended myself. Because I can't go through the boudoir. Yeah. We're stuck unless we go back down through everything, but I don't want to do that because I want to see if the boat stays over there. So I am fine calling that a day. East facing cottage. Now the coat check, of course, is empty, but we can work around the key card thing now. So having it and finding it aren't necessarily too bad. Realizing also, first, Let's grab our allowance, because if we get the shrine, we can get ourselves a boon right away. Hovel Run wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's do a Hovel Run. And nothing's going to be in there. Because we need to conserve our steps. Till, of course, we get to all the other stuff we need to do, but yeah, we'll worry about that later. Alright, guest room, hallway, nook. Let's do reading nook. Into the library. No, let's into the den. Because while I do want the library, I do want it in a better place than this. Oh, pantry. That was actually not where I wanted to go. I was a little too fast on that. That's fine. Nursery. Actually, yes. We'll take the nursery. Because that'll give us more currency to spend as we step around. Do we do observatory? It gets us there. Bunk room. Ooh, that'd be pretty early. Pretty early we get a bunch of steps to play with. And some more money. Alright. Now we just have to be a little careful. Because now we can't go in there. Alright, what do we got? Sure, bedroom. Free room plus a couple extra steps. What do we got? We've got, well, it kind of has to be the passageway. Security. Let's do security. We'll do our usual thing in a second. Ooh, the walk-in closet. 4 items for 3 steps, or 2 items for no steps. Or the parlor for some gems. I'm gonna do the walk-in closet. Ooh, good choice. Alright, that's 2 gems, a key, and the shoes that may or may not, in fact, give me a free room. Alright, anything else in there? No, didn't think so. Keycard system. We'll keep the security at medium. We're just gonna unlock when we get no power. Sounds good? Sounds good. Furnace, dining, dark. This early with a dark room? I'll take the furnace. It's not going to open up anyway, so... Anything on the step there that I can see there? No, we don't need to go in. We don't need to go in. Ooh! Furnace room heats the house. So if we get the oh, wait, are we going to get the freezer? Because it did just... We did just get it. There's a chance it could be. Just noticing the red string doing that. Alright. Experiment set up. This lab, right. Let's see. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, immediately or each time you eat an apple, well, we're pretty early, so the apple could work. Spread dirt in the driveway, gain a key for every 2 hallways, or a letter will be delivered to the mail room. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, gain a key from every hallway. Every 2 hallways. That should work. Also, I'm realizing we could... No, I'm thinking something else. Because there's a heat level I'm also remembering. Rads for shelter lockdown. I need to go back into the shelter now that I realize, in the outbuilding, because there was a thing about high-level radiation in the house and something opening up. I don't know if it was in the grotto or it was in the shelter. I don't remember. Commissary! What do you got for me? Well, a shovel is a good choice, as is the sleeping mask, and we'll take the salt shaker as well. We only need 10 more. Foyer, pool. Oh, you know what? Yes, we're gonna pick the foyer, because that way, if we get the grand hall, everything's gonna be unlocked. Ooh, and that's hallway from hallway. We got a key. Experiment successful. That gives us a hell of a lot of possibilities too, in ways we want to go. I will take the pool, because I don't want to start pulling red rooms here. Where does it take us? Where are we going? Where are we going? Drafting room, or the drafting studio, or we can do the laboratory. I'm going to choose the drafting studio and add a new thing to my house. What are our choices? We got classroom, dormitory, or a casino. Dormitory. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a thing, after a draft room, gain 10 steps. We do have a lot of money. I kind of want to grab the casino. That being said, it costs 2. Dormitory is free. It's a dead end, but for now it's free. Well, not for now, but it is free. So we should be okay. Money, money, money. Aquarium well, electric eel. Room. Oh, because it counts as every room here. Shovel. Couple coins. Ballroom. Okay, whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2. I have 4. I don't really want to spend that. But the clock tower... Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to enter the ballroom, but we're going to spend as many gems as... Oh, wait, no. We don't... We're not spending gems today, aren't we? That's fine then. It's fine. Never mind. Ballroom is still good. Ballroom is still wanted. Ah, power. Oh, that's what it does. I kind of thought that might be what it does. Power. Take that off. Alright. Oh. So there was either boiler room power to open this, or breaker box to do that. Either way, pretty good. Alright. go. Have I been? Yes, I have been in here, because I recognize that. Ooh, right, and then there's a date here. 1952. I think I have that written down. Yep. The day they married, thought that was the code. It was not. Foundation. Since we're here, let's check to see if the boat is where it should be. Because if it's not, then a whole bunch of other things will not be ticked. We can tick off to do. Open this. Free step. Out here. The boat is indeed still here. Good. Good to know. So now we can lower it as far as we want without worrying about the boat. Well, I mean, we still might need to worry about the boat, but less than it moving from one side of the lake to the other. Ooh, nom 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 nom, turnip. And a coin. Alright, we'll go down. Use a key. Locker room, mirror chamber. Ooh, mirror chamber here. Wouldn't be bad. It's across the hall. Yeah, mirror chamber's weird. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Unlock this. Nursery guest. It's gonna have to be the chapel. Which is fine. I don't mind spending just a little bit of money. Veranda, gym. We'll do a gym. Only because I want the mirror room. Wine cellar's not going to do shit for me. And also it'll dead end us. So courtyard, we'll come back to that after. Let's not open that up. Because I want to hold on to my keys. Got a shoe. Coin. And last but not least, an old tin can. Lovely. Observatory, laboratory, pump room. Well now, are we just luckily picking these things up? Ooh, extra key. And courtyard. Didn't I just have the courtyard? A little weird, but you know what? I'll take it again. I'll take the metal detector. Got a shoe. Got penny. Got a couple more pennies. Got a key. And another tin can. Hey, we need to recycle these. Alright, back to the pump room. So now we drain everything. Everything from the reservoir. Because actually, since the foundation is literally just up the road, that should be pretty good. All right. Drain all that. Drain all of this. La da da dee da 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 da. Dang, we can even, yeah, as I was saying, we can look at it right now if we need to. Actually, you know what? Do I want to do that? How many is there? 5. Yeah, we'll switch it. And we'll just drain it as we do. This pump room holds so much power. So much power. Alright, we got 1 bit left, which is fine. We'll just pop it in there, and if need be, we have a bit of an extra. Alright, so the reservoir is now fully drained. And you know what? I've got enough keys. I'm okay with this. Speaking of keys, key card. That might be quite useful. Might be in this room. Yeah, it's in that, because there's a key there. There's a key there. I don't need to go out the chapel yet. Nice key. We'll go back and around there in a bit. Back down we go. Alright, let's take a look at what damage we've done to the reservoir. We are slightly low on steps. Where's the... Oh... A big old smile on my face right now. Surprised you can't see all this stuff. Ooh, look at all these boxes. Okay, do I need keys? Yes, I do. Okay. The fact that there are a bunch of symbols here... The box containing allowance tokens is white. Okay. A prize is in a box marked with the wavy symbol. So a white wavy symbol is what we're looking for. The Sanctum key is in the white box. Well... The box contains 3 allowance tokens. 2, 4, 6 permanent extra monies. That's pretty good. Alright, and note to self. There's a hell of a lot more down here. And this is just a larger version of the parlor game. Alright, so note to self, now, get more keys and come back down here. Because holy shit, that's a lot of stuff. Where are we now? Okay, foundation. Back up we go. We've only got 19 steps, so I doubt we're gonna be able to get ourselves opening the antechamber. But hey, who knows? Alright, but reservoir hole, no. Fully drain the reservoir. Check. We know that there's a bunch of boxes down there. And I wanted to go into the mirror room again. That's not where we're going. The mirror room again. Do I? Yes. Because we opened that one. Okay, it's over there. In the hallway. We're not going to go in there just yet, though. Because do we? How many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to get into the mirror room for another key. Oh, I don't even know if this needs a key. Yes, it does. Alright. Through here. Out and about. Like so. Very nice. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a shortcut. And yeah, that and that over there can't be opened because we can't get the last bit down there. So here's another thing we need to do. Fully open mirror room. Lovely. Okay. Key. I'm not gonna go down and spend it. I'm gonna use it to keep going forward. Because why not? That's the boiler room. Do I have anything that I'd want to put in the coat check? No. I guess I'll go veranda. Ooh, sledgehammer. Not like it's gonna matter at the moment, but... Oh, you know what? I could have... maybe attempted to go... Hello? All the way back to the out. No, because then the heat... Nah, never mind. Thinking things, and it's not gonna work. Corridor, parlor. Well, we'll do parlor, but we're out of steps, so as soon as we go in there, we're kind of doomed. So, ooh, no, we're not. Free steppage. Wind up key. Oh, speaking of, there's another key. There are 2 true boxes. Well, okay, that could be true. There are 2 empty boxes. Well, that's true. That has to be true. This box is empty. There are 2 empty boxes is true. There are 2 true boxes could also be true, and if that's the case, those 2 are the true boxes, which means if this box is empty, is false, it has the gems in it. So if we reverse that, this box is empty. There are 2 true boxes. There are 2. Yeah, no, again, it only whittles down to 1 box. Office, weight room. Ooh, half my steps. Half my steps of what? 1? Haha, screw you. It's unfortunately going to be the end of the day. But with that, we know what's in the reservoir's bottom. Now, the next question is, do those stay open? That's our next experiment. And if they do stay open, we're going to definitely open all of them. We now have 17 coins for our allowance. Boy, are we going to try and push that as far as we can. I wonder how many allowance coins there are. Well, there's no achievement saying collect all the allowance coins. Ah, here we are. I wanted to see you. Yeah, there's no achievement stating, hey, collect all the allowance coins, so there's no guarantee of what it could or couldn't be. Alright, ooh. This stayed unlocked. Ooh, this stayed unlocked, so I get a free gem whenever I go in here. That's really good to know. Alright, bomb shelter. Time. Radiation monitor. Measure radiation levels in the house. Readings are often spiked by experiments conducted in the lab. If the reading is 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Okay. So that will just unlock every single door. So an early lab isn't the worst right now. Because then we can just unlock everything. Of course, I will be radiated to all end, and we won't be having a next generation to inherit this house after, but you know what, it's fine, I guess. Alright, onward we go. Spare room 10! Yoink. Nursery at this stage. I'll take it. I'll take it. Gonna spend a gem to do it, though. Ooh, a banana in the nursery. Babies love bananas. See, reading nook, bedroom, chapel. I'm gonna choose the bedroom here. Because get the free steps. Get some bonus steps. Go to the parlor. Play a little game. Alright, the gems are in the black box. This statement is of no help at all. This box and the blue box are both false. What? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm trying to meta this, and I don't know if this statement is of no help at all, is in fact true or false, because this could be beneficial to whittling down, but I think this is maybe potentially always true. Gems are in the black box. This and the blue box are both false. Well, this is the only thing stating a specific box. So, as we've been logical before, I think it is the only box that could potentially have the gems in it. Yeah. Alright, I've cracked this game. Ooh, drawing room at this point? Yes, please. Check in there. Oh, right. Open safes. / find code. Whatever it may be. Once I find that code, there's gonna be some cool shit. Whatever it may or may not be. I kind of want the corridor here. Just so we can see. And then boudoir or redraw. Could do the reading nook, though. I'm gonna do the reading nook. Magnifying glass. Very nice. Key added to the list. Library, of course. With a new book. Here we go. Drafting. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't remember which one we got. I think it was 5. Was it 4 or 5? I think it might have been, because I think it's 4 and 5. Because I think 3 we had, but I don't remember. I'm gonna kick myself. But you know what? We get the library enough. A lot of times. We can whittle it down. Half that, secret passage, or the vault. Well, I don't have enough gems for that. It has to, I mean, I don't want it to be the secret passage. And I definitely don't want half my steps to go away. But I have the shelter, so it doesn't count. Alright, note to self also, keycard. Yep, okay, keycard in both of those spots. Alright, we got the foundation. Alright, let's head back and around to this and see what we can pull here. The hallway is probably the best choice, because that way we can go either direction. Get the spare room. Nice and fast. Back and forth. Lovely. Walk-in closet, the pantry. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go with the pantry here. More money. Now we've got a bunch of money. Hallway, passage. Yeah, it's gonna be the chapel. But it doesn't affect me. I always keep forgetting. Alright, but that's gonna be one more room, though. West Hall? Commissary? You know what? Do the commissary. We're not going for perfects. It's fine. Alright, what do we got here? Gems. Key. Shovel. A salt shaker as well. Alright, well, can't buy that one out. I don't think I can. Patio. Spread gems in green rooms, which I can't do. Storeroom. Grab another key and that. In fact, now that I have... Oh no, I probably can, because they have a limited stock. So, let's see, 20 for both keys. Probably not going to happen. 3, 6, 9 for 3 more gems. That could happen. But we've got a good amount of gems right now, so I'm happy. Alright. Have the nice straight and narrow. Out the side, and I don't have a key card, so I can't do anything with the weight room. If we do, though, that would be great. Observatory, unfortunately, it's going to have to be the hallway. Well, it doesn't have to be the hallway, now that I think about it. We do have the foundation that we can build off from, so you know what? Do the bunk room. Ooh, we are swimming in gems. Love to see it. Oh yeah, we have a little bit of a leeway here when it comes to going back to the foundation. Lovely. Well, let's go this way. Pool, the patio, or the closet? Let's go hallway closet. Grab a gem. Ooh, we're missing something. Ah! Compass! That's not horrible. We do have a shovel. Not that it's going to do us any good there. Or there. I always forget I have a shovel. Cloister. Cloister wouldn't be the worst here. But that's 3 gems. It's not gonna be the lavatory. Let's just do the observatory. 13. Got a key. And a Southern Cross. Ooh. Southern Cross is actually real good getting this deep in. Plan and planet. Open sesame, please. Rotunda can rotate. Passageway of the Great Hall. I'm gonna say passageway because it's the same as the rotunda-ish enough. Alright, let's go this way. Because I want to try and unlock rooms that aren't going to be too bad. Dark room, yeah. I know we're covered by the shelter here, but I'd rather use it on... Ooh, hello. I'd rather use the last sheltered room on, like, an archive or something. Okay, that's there. So down we go. Cloister. See, I'd rather use it on the archives. But I'm gonna have to spend a gem on this. Good thing we have so many gems. Ooh. Nice. Alright, what do we got? We've got pool, freezer. We could try and pull the freezer. It would mean that we would need the furnace. We would bank our gems at the moment. You know what? Yeah, freezer. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try and grab... Well, first off, inventory, nothing. System. Settings. Change that if we get that. There we go. Alright, nothing in there that I can grab. Especially when it's so bloomin' cold in here. Alright, this is also a good check here. I don't know if me freezing my gems means I can't buy gem rooms. There's the boiler room, walk-in closet, all those locked doors. Yes, it does. Alright, well, good to know. Come on. Oh, right, they're all fucking locked, aren't they? Shoot. Shoot. Freezer actually kind of fucked me there. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, is there anything I can do before we end the day? I need a key card. We don't have that. We can, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's go to the foundation again and see if those boxes are indeed still open. Judging by the fact that we got allowance tokens from them, I have a feeling they might still be open. But I don't know for sure. Yes! They are still open, so these will stay open. So that means I want to keep the reservoir as empty as I can until all of these boxes are indeed opened. How many boxes? Count with me. Let's start in the corner. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more boxes. At least 18 if I miscounted there. But 18 more boxes, which means 18 more keys to just unlock all of them. And once I do that, I will slowly fill this back up in hopes that I can get in there. But that will be later. Okay. On the list now, it's unlock all reservoir boxes. 18. Looks more like a 0 there. Come on. There we go. 18. Okay. Nope, don't do that. So I need 18 keys. Well, that's something. Everything else is locked up because I don't have a key card or another key. We're good. Okay, so note to self, we need to drop the furnace and the freezer and potentially have the lab, heat up the place. But the furnace needs to be unlocked. So actually, you know what? Where is the melt freezer with furnace? So anytime we see the furnace, we should take it. Day 45. And I will say, this might be the last day. Well, for me, today. I don't want to burn out and not be able to stream tomorrow, because that's what happened last Thursday. That's why I didn't stream on Friday. So we'll just have a nice, calm, casual day, see what transpires. With 3 gems already in my pocket, it's going to be a classroom day. Alright. Let's keep it going. Library, pantry. I'll take library. Oh, with the new book. Alright, this one is new to us. Ooh, and it tells us some stuff here. Alright, let's get comfy. Tools of the trade. Oh, fuck. In the world of drafting, the tools an architect wield are crucial in shaping their vision and bringing their design to life. The precision, elegance, and functionality of these instruments can have a profound effect in the drafting process and the final outcome of your project. That's why it's very important to choose the right tool to complement your drafting techniques. In this issue of Drafting Strategies, we will dive into the vast realms of inventory, bringing to light the many hidden tools of the trade that can enhance your favorite strategies and elevate your architectural ambitions to unprecedented heights. From classic compasses to T-squares to state-of-the-art software upgrades, the variety of drafting tools available to architects today is staggering. I've not come across a T-square, but I know that's more of a drawing implement. We'll see. As we navigate to this diverse landscape, regardless of whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to refine your toolkit, or a budding draftsman searching for a basic set of instruments, the following articles will provide invaluable insight and guidance for architects at all levels. All right, gems. You can't have a conversation about drafting items without starting with gems. These valuable stones allow architects to draft special floor plans. Stopwatch. I haven't seen that. A more very short-term alternative to paying gem costs is utilizing a stopwatch to bypass any gem costs you encounter during a fantastic 1-minute drafting dash. So, I haven't come across stopwatch, but that actually sounds pretty cool. You press the stopwatch and then you just keep drafting until you actually... Okay. Emerald bracelet. Of course, if you are wealthy enough to be able to afford to purchase it from the showroom, this very high-end luxury item removes the gem costs of special floor plans altogether. Repellent spray. Haven't come across this. But why remove gem costs when you can just remove the whole room? Repellent spray can free you of that annoying floor plan up to a week. Interesting. Ivory dice. Dice are resources that allow you to re-roll new floor plans while drafting. Brass compass, a useful drafting tool that adjusts the orientation of floor plans. If a room has another exit, it will have a high chance to lead north. Silver key. The orientation of floor plans matters a lot less when rooms have tons of doors. Silver key all but guarantees that your draft will result in a room with enough doors to ensure they lead where you want them to go. Gear wrench, we've run across that once. It's very rare. The first item that can adjust the rarity of floor plans in the draft pool. Although it only works on mechanical rooms, it is a useful tool for customizing your experience. Ornate compass. Haven't found that. Oh, wait, no, that might be in the showroom, isn't it? Yes, it is. Another luxury item from the showroom. Likely the most useful drafting tool in this list. Ornate compass allows you to rotate floor plans as you draft them, allowing you to position doors to your advantage. Oh, no. Oop, no, where's my mouse? There we go. All right. Glue, grease, and guts. Crafted from the depths of resourcefulness and innovation, contraptions are makeshift creations born from the fusion of two or more distinct tools, though through soldering, tapping, and the liberal amount of hot glue, so much hot glue, inventors can use the workbench found in the workshop to bring together disparate, I guess, elements to forge something far greater than the sum of its parts. Blind experimentation is often the most rewarding avenue for true innovators, but for those crafters who need a bit of inspiration or guidance, we have included a list of common contraptions, components to kickstart your creative journey. So, all these items give us a combination. Can give us a combination. So we knew the battery, shovel, metal detector, broken lever, all those. The lockpicks only do one thing. So that was what we got previously with the metal detector lockpick kit. Sledge is only one, which is interesting. The magnifying glass is one. I'm surprised about the coin purse, and then something else is missing one as well. Maybe we haven't gotten that item yet. It's about time for an upgrade. Ooh. Well, now I can't wait for the storeroom upgrade, looking at that. It's about time for an upgrade. Perhaps the most exciting item an architect can come across is an upgrade disc. This floppy data disc houses a wellspring of unique architectural plans designed explicitly for a specific room. By inserting the disc into a computer terminal, architects gain the ability to shape the destiny of a room, guided by the enticing designs contained on the disc. This myriad of options not only allows architects to craft floor plans that align with their preferred strategies, but also enables them to adapt their creations to evolving project requirements. Furthermore, the upgrade disc's array of plans ensure that no two architects will follow the same path, fostering a landscape of diverse architectural designs. A few examples. We've already seen the courtyard. We've, in fact, done that and gotten the 5 dig spots. And, the nook as well. But the storeroom, if we can get that, we can either upgrade it to have an extra key, an extra gem, or 9 extra money. Well, the fact that we don't have the courtyard with that and the keys there, I don't know what that would be. Tooltips. Stringing together additional hallways has always been the most straightforward strategy when using a hall pass. I've never seen that before in my life. Drafting floor plans like tunnel and secret passage are an easy way to set up long chains for hallways. I've never seen the tunnel at all. You can adjust the settings in the terminal located in security to make security doors more or less common. If you have found a key card, it is worth changing these settings to high, and if you haven't, you want to set them to low. I thought setting it to high meant I would get better rooms when going through those doors. Okay, I actually want to set it to low in order to not run into them. Very good. For the Endeavoring Gardener, a watering can, haven't seen that yet, is a fundamental tool. But did you know you can refill the item with water? Which is why you need to fill the have the kitchen have water so you can refill it. All you need to do is find a faucet or faucet with running water. Most green rooms can only be drafted along the edge of your house, and the secret garden is no exception. That answers why I was able to unlock it in 2 different places. Got it. It's only on the edge levels of our house. If you have, garden, no exceptions. You can use this key on any locked door leading to one of those room positions. If you have come across any fancy ruby socketed candlesticks, you may want to take note in case you can find an item that can produce a flame. What? These specific candlesticks contain mechanical triggers that are tripped when the candle is lit. Well, son of a bitch. Tools are cool, but they're only as good as the architect. As you finish reading this issue of Drafting Strategy, I want you to open up your menu and look at your inventory. Take a moment to look at each item and contemplate the true potential of all they all hold. The same potential you see there is the same potential that resides within yourself. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, well, that gave us a lot of information. That's pretty good. This would dead end me. Classroom. Grab ourselves this. Extra steps. Ooh. Classroom again. Why not? It's a lot of apples. Oh, and there's that. Plain. Don't know what that one meant. Oh, fuck. Classroom already? Or the parlor? Let's go parlor, because I need the gems. 2 draft classrooms. There are 2 false statements. This is the only true statement. The white box is empty. It's in the white box. Like I said, it has to point to one specific thing, and if it doesn't, then that's the one you go for. Kennel, hallway. I don't have a shovel, do I? No, but I will take the hallway. Oh, I guess I'll take the dormitory now. Ooh. Ooh, running shoes. Chess, university, stag, tag. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay. Fucking hell. So here's the thing. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, shit. I didn't want to sit. I thought that we'd be fine. Okay. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ. No, I really have to go to the bathroom. I don't normally do this, but I will return as fast as I can. Okay. There we go. I don't normally need to go during a stream. I like to prepare myself for that, so I don't do that. Cause I don't have a. We'll be right back after this short break messages kind of thing. But oh boy, when nature calls, you gotta go. So there. Okay. So now let's look at this room a little bit more thoroughly. Paddle. Ooh, hello. Why do you spin? I don't know. All right. Volume 2. Now I don't have to rush reading this. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that you can take your designs to the next level. Room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue, we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it is a design workspace, a utility control room, or a conundrum. That's a word, apparently. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols in their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contraptions and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface-level simplistic approaches commonly used in inexperienced drafters. I thought that sentence was going to end so much quicker. Craft of the draft. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuit and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustment. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that the rooms offer. Yes, learning from the library and the study. No, not the study, but yes. I'll take a sip of water there. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Carrarica? One of the areas that we, live in. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy with other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know? The classroom you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary, indeed we do, used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. Put that down as... where is it? Last classroom 9. So we do need the classroom in order to get that last. Okay. Okie dokie. Shifting gears. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged Sorry, I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye. Rugged industrial space, marked by the symbol of a gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetic, and the design of each mechanical room reflects the focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command center for estate operations, housing the control system that keeps everything running smoothly. Very nice. Ducks, ducks, ducks. Quack, quack, quack. 3-way rooms split ducks 3 ways. Boiler room. Boiler room is known as the power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house, as we've experienced. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as they continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. Again, we learned these things, and then it's just solidified. So, when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duck. Oh god, duck! Did you know drafting rooms from a door that is steam-powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducks? That I didn't know. Well, I assumed. Ooh, and we knew this. No time like the future. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. I realize as the freezer pops up here that we're not going to draft the freezer today because we just drafted it yesterday, so that's out for the furnace. Here we go. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there is a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish to your accounts to carry over to the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. Warning, if the furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If your temperature gets too high, freezer will no longer be possible. Okay, so it has to be in the area of furnace rather than drafted. That makes sense. Perplexing plans. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress, where I have now come full circle around to anything the parlor does is child's play. Spreading your wings. the first type of room we will cover in this issue is the final. Haha. I was going to say, wait, first. The final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in current active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around traveling and backtracking. That is correct. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent out the very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day, in turn, inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remembered the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Louisa T. Rayland. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, fate sketches on blurry blueprints. Illegal to all, especially ourselves. And our purpose? Why, it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. So this is technically illegal? It's a little weird, but okay. Well, I can kind of see why it would be. You're essentially being a god. Ooh, another hallway? Fuck it. Pull the hallway. We've already kind of scuffed the day with me needing to go to the bathroom. Let's just see where this takes us. Commissary, den, closet. Give us a bonus item. We get a shovel. That's pretty good. A lucky rabbit's foot. And another gem. Alright, let's hope we get a turn here. We do! It is the bedroom. Free room. Free room and board. And, ooh, we got a dice. Lucky us. That might be quite useful for what we find next. Corridor. Nook. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to choose the nook. Because I need a key. Do we want to go that? The den? No, we're going to draft the library again. Get me an uncommon room. Ooh! Treasure chest. Where is it? It is the room right under the antechamber. And we have a shovel. So we're actually going to be in a good space. Commissary, gallery. I mean, grabbing some money is good. I don't want to go to the gallery because I don't want to spend so long in there. All right. Ooh, hey. Magnifying glass. All right. So this is now the furthest we've gone to grade 3. Science is fun. Fire fur. We know that one. Okay. Pantry, observatory. It's going to have to be pantry unless we redraw. We can redraw via the room. Can't do that. Redraw again, please. Courtyard. Den or corridor. I don't want to spend the gem on a courtyard where I could spend it on a classroom. Pool, pantry, spare room. Let's go to the... you know what? Redraw it. Den, chapel. It's going to have to be the chapel. Cool to know. anything around? No. We can go down. Drawing room, conference room, or the maid's chamber. No, I'm gonna put the conference room down there, and if we do spread anything, we'll worry about that later. This might be the garage? No. It is utility closet. Do we need anything from the utility closet? No. Classroom, then. Grade 4. New room. Oh, it's a good thing I have the the scope there. Oh man, they even have different planets. Yeah, this is not Earth. Not that I thought it would be, but oh, there's some stuff here. All right, geography. We've got Then, Royal Museum, Morning Bay, Reddington, and Mount Holly. Oris, whatever that is. Colossus as well. Alright, so what is the test we're doing here? Ah, it's to locate, identify each realm on the map below. Oh, fuck me. That's only that corner. That's where we live. Oh, there's an entire other continent. Fuck. Oh, and they're all different symbols as well. Son of a bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. Ooh, I hope this isn't a political statement. That's interesting. It's also not over there. Well, we know our area. We know that. I don't know the rest of them, though. That is interesting nonetheless. Alright, well, while we're here, North Circle, North Pole, all that kind of stuff. God, now I'm just thinking to myself, is there... Ooh, what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I recognize this spiral. I recognize that spiral. Fucking fascinating. Alright. Seeker of Signs. Oh, man. There is so much information here. It's a bit much, and I legitimately don't know what would be important. Ooh! Well, that's important, though. That is important. Chimney speak. Up. That we do know. And then the hoe. That's pitchfork. Or gardener. I'll put a question. You know what? I'm gonna put a question mark there and there, because that might not be. That might not be specifically for the puzzle we are looking at. Oh, man. Fuck. This is honestly, this is one of the rooms I've come across that's a bit too much information. Fuck. Oh no, that's even worse. That's a dead end. Oh, I'm out. I'm out for the day. Well, we got to a new classroom at least. That's pretty good. Just double check around here. Getting the others there. I do like that. Yeah. There's definitely more information here that I could definitely pull together, but oh boy, I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. Oof. Okay, but this pilot planter, we know that one. But yeah, we've dead-ended ourselves, so that's gonna be it for calling it a day, correct? We can't get to the treasure map, and we can't go to the Foundation. Unfortunately, that is it. At least we got a little bit further. And we also know that we do, in fact, need to unlock into the normal draft pool that other classroom. So we do need that. But that will be for another day, because that is going to be it for today's drafting.